I might pronounce some words in a weird way, and that is because I was ill while I was recording this podcast. William Shakespeare's born in 26th of April 1564. He was an English poet, playwright, and actor. He was widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language and the world's preeminent dramatist. He is often called England's national poet. William Shakespeare was the son of John Shakespeare, and his mother was Mary Arden. He was born in Stefford, baptized there on 26th of April 1564. There is a mystery behind his actual date of birth because it remains unknown to the world, but it's traditionally observed on 23rd April, which is also known as St. George Day. At the age of 18, Shakespeare married 26-year-old Anne Hathaway. Their marriage license was issued on 27th of November 1582. Their marriage ceremony may have been arranged in some haste, since the Worcester Chancellor allowed the marriage banns to be read once instead of the usual 3 times. And six months after the marriage, Anne gave birth to a daughter called Suzanne, whom was baptized 26th of May 1583. She also gave birth to twins who were son Hamnet and daughter Judith, followed almost 2 years later, and were baptized 2nd of February 1585. Unfortunately, Hamnet died of unknown causes at the age of 11 and was buried 11th August 1596. Shakespeare died on 23rd of April 1616 at the age of 52. He died within a month of signing his will, a document which he begins by describing himself as being in perfect health. No extant contemporary source explains how or why he died. Shakespeare was buried in the chancel of the Holy Trinity Church 2 days after his death. The epitaph carved into the stone slab covering his grave includes a curse against moving his bones, which was carefully avoided during restoration of the church in 2008. What was written on the stone in modern spelling was "Good friend, for Jesus' sake forbear to dig the dust enclosed here. Blessed be the man that spares these stones, and cursed be he that moved my bones." Shakespeare produced most of his known work between 1589 and 1613. His early plays were primarily comedies and histories, and these are regarded as some of the best work ever produced in these genres. He then wrote mainly tragedies until about 1608, including Hamlet, Othello, King Lear, and Macbeth, considered some of the finest work in the English language. In his last phrase, he wrote tragedy comedies, also known as romances, and collaborated with other playwrights. Romeo and Juliet is a tragedy written by William Shakespeare early in his career, and the tragedy is about 2 young lovers whose deaths ultimately reconcile their feuding families. It was among Shakespeare's most popular plays during his lifetime, and along with Hamlet, it's on one of his most frequently performed plays. Romeo and Juliet has been adapted numerous times for stage, film, musical, and opera venues. Romeo and Juliet ranks with Hamlet as one of Shakespeare's most performed plays. Its many adaptations have made it one of his most enduring and famous stories. Even in Shakespeare's lifetime, it was extremely popular. In the 20th and 21st centuries, his works has been repeatedly adapted and rediscovered by new movements in scholarship and performance. His plays remain highly popular and are constantly studied, performed, and reinterpreted in diverse cultural and political contexts throughout the world.